Hi everybody, so today I am 13 weeks pregnant. Yay, second trimester. I'm so happy to be in the second trimester now. I'm just feeling so much more at ease about the pregnancy. I had an awesome week last week, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start off with talking about the most exciting thing that happened, which was my doctor's appointment and my ultrasound. I chose to meet with a more natural approach doctor this time. Last time I just kind of did whoever was closest to me. She actually turned out to be fine. She wasn't like 100% like on board with my birth center birth, but she said, hey, that's your decision. But this doctor is like fully supporting home birth. She actually really thinks that I'm a perfect candidate for a home birth, and she really thinks that if you are a healthy mom, giving birth at home is the place that you should be, especially if that's where you want to be. We also checked my weight, which I have not gained any weight yet this pregnancy. I'm still about 8 pounds down from my pre-pregnancy weight this pregnancy, so still no weight gain. She thinks that everything looks really good. So then I asked her if we could do an ultrasound, and she's really nice, and she said that we could do an ultrasound basically whenever I want to. If I just want to see the baby to check on him or her, I can just ask. So I really wanted to see the baby because I just wanted to see that everything was okay and that there actually is a baby in there, because you know, it's just like in the first trimester everything doesn't really quite feel real. So I decided to ask her to do an ultrasound that day, which we did, and we saw the baby, which if you haven't seen the footage from when we went to go see the baby, I'll put the link right there. I have some pictures, but it's hanging up right now, so I'm not gonna go get it. I actually have a nickname for the baby that I want to share with you guys. We've been calling him or her Littlefoot, because on the ultrasound, like the first thing we saw was like a perfect shot of like the foot, and you could like count the toes. It was like a crystal clear shot, and it was so small and it was so cute. So we've been calling the baby Littlefoot. So when I'm referring to the baby, I'm going to be saying Littlefoot probably in this video. Littlefoot was moving around like crazy. I'm just so happy. I just can't even begin to explain how much love and joy I feel for both of my children right now. Like I feel just so blessed and so happy and so complete at the same time. So that's about it for the appointment pretty much. So next I just wanted to talk about my symptoms and maybe a little bit about some other things. I don't know yet. I've noticed my nausea starting to come back a little bit in the evenings. It's not horrible. I can still eat pretty well, but there are some evenings where I actually sometimes will not eat like a really full plate, just because it sometimes makes me really sick to have a really full belly. So dinner time is typically the hardest time for me. Last night was actually okay, but it's not super bad or anything. It's just, you know, a little bit of nausea. Next thing that is really exciting is I am about 90% sure that I have been feeling the baby already. I think I'm already feeling the flutters. If you guys remember from my pregnancy with Olivia, I felt her extremely early, especially for a first time pregnancy. I felt her at like 14 weeks, and this time I'm pretty sure I felt Littlefoot for the first time just a couple days after my ultrasound, maybe 12 weeks 5 days or 12 weeks and 4 days, and it just feels like kind of a slight pressure with like kind of like butterflies and bubbles. That's what it feels like. And being somebody who has a lot of pregnancy gas, I can definitely tell that there is a difference between the two. And I remember what it feels like for my pregnancy with Olivia. And I know all the books tell you can't feel anything until 16 weeks. They say that small people can feel their babies really early, but I don't see how being small makes any of a difference for the mother, because it's internal, you know, it's like in your uterus. I can see how it makes it easier to feel the baby from the outside if you're smaller, but inside I don't see how it makes a difference. This morning Littlefoot was pretty active, and usually after dinner as well. We are getting really close to moving here. We're actually getting really close to Christmas first. We haven't even gotten a tree, because first of all, we don't really have space for a tree in this place right now. Plus, like, we're just not sure about, you know, getting a tree, because we're not going to even be here on Christmas. We're going to be with my husband's family, which I kind of wish we could start our own traditions, to be quite honest. But you know, like I don't mind seeing them like during the day, but I kind of would like to start our own tradition in the evening, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about going and getting like a little miniature tree, just because I'm just so jealous watching everybody like get all festive and get their houses all decorated. We do have a few little decorations out, but I really want like a little tree or something. I saw some at the gardening store the other day when I was walking to the grocery store, so I think I might just go pick one up today. So we're going to officially be moving. Hi! We're gonna officially be moving after Christmas, sometime around after then. And I'm really excited about moving. I can't hardly wait. I feel really crammed up in this place. We've been already packing up quite a few of our little things, like our books and a whole bunch of things from the storage room, and just a whole bunch of things that we're not really using at the moment, you know, things that aren't really necessities. So we've been packing a lot of the little things. This is just such a crazy time for us because, like, I feel like this whole, like, I feel like I'm gonna be 20 weeks before I know it, just because with the holidays coming up, and then also we're going to see my family in January, so it's just kind of crazy. Like, we're going January 17th, we're leaving, and it's just, it feels like so much is going on. So I feel like I'm gonna be 20 weeks before I know it. I do have an option to go get an ultrasound probably before I leave, but I'm not so sure that I'm gonna do it, just because, like I said, I'm a little bit more kind of trying to keep ultrasounds to a minimum as much as possible. So I already kind of did one, so I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna wait until my anatomy scan. Part of me kind of also really wanted to get the ultrasound because I wanted to know what the baby was, like really, really bad, but I'm feeling like I could definitely wait, and we're actually considering not finding out this time. I've been kind of getting really excited about the idea. Like, somebody on Facebook said, like, it's just so cool finding out at the birth because you have all the love hormones going and it just sort of adds to the experience, and I feel like that's probably the way I want to find out this time around. Though I do know from experience with last time that I feel like knowing the sex makes it a much better bonding experience during the pregnancy. So I'm kind of torn, but right now I don't feel like there's any need to get an ultrasound anytime soon. So we'll probably just wait to get an ultrasound till our anatomy scan. And at this point, I'm leaning more towards not finding out, but I think I'm gonna wait to, you know, give you guys my final decision on if we're gonna find out the sex or not, probably around 20 weeks. Plus, it honestly really doesn't matter to me what the baby is. A whole bunch of people assume that we want a boy next because we already have a girl, but I would really love to have two girls close in age. I'm a huge fan of the Shea Tards, and if you guys know the Shea Tards, you guys know that Princess Tart and Baby Tart are like really close in age, and I just think it's so cute, like that cute sisterly relationship they have and how they can play so well together. And I've really noticed, like, with Sun Tard and Rock Tard, I'm sure that Rock Tard and Bro Tard will probably have that close bond, but I noticed with them, like, they don't really have that close brotherly bond, and I kind of feel bad because Sun Tard, like, he has two sisters, which he doesn't really have anything in common with, and then Rock Tard, who's just like way younger than him. So I don't know, I think it would be kind of cool to have a girl next, just because, I mean, like, I would love to have a boy because it's different, and we've never, I don't think there's been a boy in my family in a while. My husband's family, however, is like flooded with them. There's hardly any girls. But I think it would be interesting to raise a boy, but at the same time, I feel like this isn't our last kid, so it would be kind of cool actually if this would be another girl. And I feel like Olivia and the little girl, they would be so close in age that they could like really bond and stuff. So I don't know, just something I've been thinking a lot about lately. Like, I think about you know, the idea of Olivia having a brother and a sister a lot, and I really like the idea of both. Like, I honestly don't have a preference. I feel like not finding out the sex could definitely be a lot more realistic this time, because last time I just really wanted to know, so I knew what I could buy. Yeah, I think that's about it for this week, and I will do the belly shot. Okay guys, so I'm still wearing pajama bottoms for the belly shot. I haven't actually changed my pants yet. It's still morning, but I dressed up on the top. And there is the belly from the side. I think it's getting pretty good, getting pretty big there. So, all right guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next one.